Amen. In the beginning, he was God. When Moses went down to the children of Israel, they'd been in bondage for 400 years. God had prophesied and told them it was going to happen that way. And he sent Moses down. Moses said, Lord, now, when I get down to the children of Israel, who am I going to tell that sent me? God said, just tell them, I am has sent you. I am. Thank God tonight. I am. I'll be what I have to be. I was. I am. I shall be. That's who our God is. We're serving tonight. 2 Samuel, David cried out, God is my strength and power. He maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds feet, and setteth me upon high places. David said in Psalms 47:1, oh, clap your hands, all you people, shout unto God with a voice of triumph. Don't tone it down. Don't quit in the midst of it. Rise up in the midst of your storm, because a miracle is on the way. The disciples would have died. They would have drowned in that little sea had not Christ been there. But he came on the scene and he lifted them up. Their faith was lifted up and he brought them ashore. Can I tell you something? Sometimes we feel like that we're going to drown, don't we, spiritually? Sometimes we feel like we can't make it to the other side. Oh, I've been there so many times when it looked like there was no way possible, but all of a sudden in the midst of the storm he come walking on the water, amen, to lead us out. Thank God. 1 Chronicles 29:11, thine, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty, for all that is in heaven and in the earth is thine. Thine is the kingdom, O Lord, and thou art exalted as head above all. Why? Because he is God. Hebrews 11:34, out of weakness they were made strong. They waxed valiant in fight. Turn to flight the armies of the aliens. God was there. Thank God every time. There are times we navigate in familiar water, and then there are times we sail uncharted waters that we have to totally rely upon the captain of our boat to carry us through. Some call the church the old gospel ship. Amen. They call it the beacon in the night. They call it the old ship of Zion. They call it the compass on the troubled sea. Amen. They call it the traveler's road map. But I'm going to tell you something. He's more than that. He's a miracle in the midst of the storm. He's walking toward us tonight to deliver us, to give unto us exactly what we have need. If you're here tonight and you feel like you've been going through a storm, or maybe you're right now in the midst of a storm, it might look like that it's getting darker and the water is more boisterous than it's ever been. Can I tell you something? Look to Jesus. Turn to him. Let him bring you through. Why? Because he's God.